What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Another day, another new Kozmo card. This time we have Kozmo DogFighter, and it's kind of surprising. I thought that we were gonna get the Saber today, but I guess not. So, anyways, as soon as I saw that name, and actually I looked at the artwork, I was like, DogFighter. TIE fighter? Like, it kind of just, it kind of makes sense. The Kozmo archetype, half Star Wars, half Wizard of Oz. And again, this is a dark card, so it must be part of like the evil half of the Kozmo, which would be like, I guess the equivalent to the Sith in the Star Wars movies. Looks like this is a high level machine. So, I mean, a lot of the archetype can bring it out. It is, okay, level 6. It's a dark machine. 2000 attack, 2400 defense. That line is actually pretty good because you can summon it in defense position and might actually live a decent amount of time. 2400 defense is nothing to be like, that's nothing to be ashamed of. All right, the effect says once returned during the standby phase, you can special summon one DogFighter token. That is a machine dark level 6. Oh well, actually the stat line of the token is identical to this card. Continuing on with the effect, if this card is destroyed by battle or a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon one level 5 or lower Kozmo monster from your deck. All right, so I see this primarily as an alternative to Sliprider. Sliprider is level 5 and this card's level 6. The stats are pretty similar. I think that's what will be the determining factor of how many you want to run will just be, do you want immediate gratification? Sliprider is a card that as soon as you summon it, you get the pop of back row. DogFighter is a card that during your standby phase, the upside is a lot, like to me, the upside is way higher. If you can have this card sit on the field for a turn during your standby phase, you can essentially do double the damage because the token is legit. And actually, let's say that you did summon this with, let's go with, I don't know, Dart Destroyer, right? And your opponent didn't have an answer, and this happened to go to your standby phase, you would have enough damage on board with a limiter removal to just kill your opponent with just the token and just the Kozmo DogFighter. Like, both of your monsters would become 4,000 and you could just attack for 8,000 damage. So the damage potential of this card is exceptionally high, way higher than Sliprider. And now I think that there's definitely enough dark monsters where BLS really has to be, like, you really have to consider BLS is nearing like a pseudo staple in the deck, because I could see myself taking out, if I was running 3 copies of Sliprider, I could see myself taking out maybe 1 copy of that, throwing 1 copy of this card in, and then having, like having the Dark Witch, having a couple of Dart Destroyers, or probably 3 Dart Destroyers. I think it's one of the best cards, and then having maybe 1 DogFighter, and it's like I've got an entire Dark Engine. So I don't think that this card is absolutely necessary. I think that it's more of a card that its playability is really more so based off of it living for a turn or so, because the potential of this card is far higher than Sliprider. I think Sliprider is easily the most comparable card, but it just doesn't give you that immediate gratification. It doesn't give you an instant, pay for itself bonus of getting to nuke something on the field or something like that. This card is actually a little closer to Forerunner, where Forerunner, if it stays on the field, you start racking up those life points turn after turn. But I mean, this is definitely a good card by itself. It's just, I don't think, unlike the other cards, I don't think like it's absolutely necessary, because it does kind of take a while for this card to reach its potential. So let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna say that DogFighter is probably a 1 of. Maybe it might become a 2 of, but I think it's more or less just preference on the player between this card and Sliprider. You're not going to take out like a Forerunner for this. You're not taking out Dart Destroyer for this. You're not taking out any of your, your 4s or lower for this. It's really just going to be Sliprider in this, and I think the magic number is probably 3 copies between those 2 cards. So maybe you want to go 2-1 DogFighter, maybe you want to go 2-1 Sliprider, maybe you want to go 3-0. I don't think you'd go 3-0 DogFighter. That doesn't make any sense. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching as always.